Hi everyone, Kerryn here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast for Monday the 14th of April through until Sunday the 20th of April 2025. As we move into this week ahead, we're coming out of we're still post full moon in Libra, so those full moon energies are still around. We have, at the beginning of the week, we have Saturn conjunct North Node. So as Saturn comes in alignment with the North Node, it is sending out karmic waves, more karmic waves. So the invitation is still continuing for us as human beings on this planet at this time in history to resolve and recognize and shift ourselves out of the karmic wheel. And the way to do that is to recognize the lessons, the learnings. Saturn, as our master teacher, is really giving us the nudge in a big way to let go of the victim role, the victim archetype, the victim mentality, to step up and take full responsibility for yourself and your life, to let go of blaming others. And in doing this, as you take ownership of your life, it allows you to take charge of your life in a positive way so that you can become the director, the writer, the actor in your life. Life plays out on your terms. I love the book Flora Scovel Shen, The Game of Life and How to Play It, and it was written in the early 1900s, and if you've not read it, please read it. I invite you to read it. There are so many incredible teachers throughout history who have recognized the power of being an intentional and directional co-creator with the universe. And as you embrace the lessons that your life thus far has taught you, as you recognize the growth that it has allowed you as a human being, as a soul, as a person, as an individual in your life, what it's taught you, then you no longer need to repeat that. And so you wipe the slate clean so that you can then create your life in a far more empowering and powerful way. Saturn really is teaching us. In doing this, we are then stepping into and reaching a new level of self-mastery. This is the time for self-mastery. And we can't enter into self-mastery if we are holding on to the past, still in that blaming of others, still in that, playing small state, right? Hiding your light, dimming your light, staying stuck in one place. This is the time for movement, especially in this week ahead. Also this week, we have Mercury entering the sign of Aries. So Mercury is moving. It's still moving out of its retrograde phase. And with this combined energy, I want to say there's this real feeling of letting go. Like it's almost like Mercury is like, yay, I'm out of retrograde. I'm coming out of the darkness. I'm out of the shadow. I'm coming out of the underworld. And so this gives you an opportunity for higher perspective, for you to feel more aligned, to feel more decisive, to feel, I want to say, like action orientated. So inspired action. I'm all for inspired action. if we have to push, if we feel like we're pushing against the tide to achieve something, then it's time to take a step back and ask, you know, is this the right direction for me to move forward in? And so the invitation is to have this intuitive, inward, reflective inquiry, to constantly check in. Am I still in alignment with my values? Is this still in alignment with me? Is this still the direction I want to move into? Because you are being offered the energy in this week ahead for you to move more confidently forward in your life. If you're not feeling that, take a step back. What is this revealing to me? What is this teaching me? And you'll be surprised at how effortlessly your inner guidance, your inner wisdom, your intuition actually wants to share this information with you. But it can't if we don't stop and listen and tune in. We also have Mars entering Leo, and this is a fiery combo, right? And as it moves further, again, Mars is moving out of its retrograde. We have all these planets moving out of their retrograde, which is great, right? Because it's allowing for fresh energy, it's allowing for a lighter energy, it's allowing for clearer perspective. So the theme right now with all of these planets really moving out of retrograde is to let go of the past, to move out of the past, and to allow ourselves to become more fully present, to move forward in our lives without carrying the weight of our past forward with us. Because the past is in the past, yet we carry it around for the majority of our lives. So this is another opportunity for you to have a higher perspective, a new perspective of situations. And, you know, as I mentioned, this is a fiery combo. So make the most of it. Utilize this energy to support you in making decisions, to take inspired action, and to get things done. You know, those things that you've been putting off, those things that, you know, have felt a little bit hard or you've been avoiding, now is the time to do that. With Mars in Leo, Leo is always calling us back to our hearts, you know, to focus on your heart center, to make space in your day to connect with what you truly desire. What lights you up? What is your passion? What is your heart asking, guiding you to do? And then at the end of the week, we're shifting into the season of Taurus. Sun is moving out of Aries and into Taurus. Taurus is a very grounded sign, very connected to the earth, very much a homebody, really. And this is time to settle more deeply into who you want to be, to settle more deeply into your body, into your being, and to lay the foundations. Get grounded, but check in with the foundations of what you're currently living, what you're currently wanting to create, your relationships, like the foundations in your relationships, and what do you want to nurture, feed, and grow. So symbolically, if we want to look at Aries, was the season to plant your seeds. And so symbolically, Taurus is the time to fertilize, to water, to nurture. And something that's really important here, and this is just not for this week, this is all the time. Where your focus goes is where your energy flows. So what you're focusing your attention on is where your energy is flowing into. So this is a great opportunity to recalibrate and realign and to reassess. Is where I'm putting my time, my energy, and my focus, is that in alignment with what serves my best and highest? Is this serving my highest good? Is this serving me? Is this supporting me in the direction I'm wanting to go in my life? Is this supporting me in my personal growth? Is this supporting me in my spiritual growth? Is this supporting me in my health and my well-being? They're important questions to check in with often. This is the pathway of being on your personal path, your personal journey. We don't just get in a car and put it in drive and take our hands off the wheel, do we? Like, we have a level of, we're co-navigating with the vehicle, where the car is doing the work, but we're navigating, we're directing it, we're checking in. Are we going the right way? Is there a shorter way for me to go? Is there a quicker route? Whatever it is in your life, it's so important for you to check in with yourself, because nobody else is going to do that for you. You may have beautiful people around you who check in and see if you're okay, but no one else is privy to what's going on internally for you other than you, source consciousness, and your higher self. And when you have those checks and balances regularly, then, like a car, if it's serviced regularly, if you're checking in with it regularly, you're going to go further, aren't you? I love that analogy. Thanks, guys. Yes, so take care of all of those aspects within yourself so that you can make the most of opportunities that present themselves to you. What else do we need to know about the energies of the week ahead? Thank you. Hathor light codes. Good energy. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Again, this is checking in with yourself. Checking in with your relationships, the health of your relationships. Do they need nurturing? Does there need to be more open communication? Does there need to be boundaries attended to? With your health and well-being, is what you're putting into your body fueling and nurturing you? Are you hydrating enough? Are you taking care of your emotional well-being and your mental well-being, your physical and your spiritual well-being? If we have all of these categories, I want to say balanced and in harmony, nurtured and nourished, then this is thriving. This is how you thrive as a human being. Make the most of these beautiful energies that are around this week. I'm wanting to also say that we are constantly being upgraded on a cellular level, on a DNA level, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. Oh, thank you. The light quotient that we can carry and hold within our bodies is determined on those aspects of our lives, the health and well-being of those aspects. If you're carrying around so much of the past, if you're feeling heavy in your emotions and heavy in your body in that density, then the amount of light quotient that you can hold within your cellular structure and your DNA is going to be far less than if you were in a state of optimum and thriving in all of those areas. And it doesn't have to be all of them at the same time. They're just saying to me that you can have 2 or 3 of those areas going really well in your life and still be considered to be thriving, while having the self-awareness and the recognition that there are tweaks that are needed or attention that's needed in other areas. Thank you for the clarification. Love it. All right. Our heart's attention, especially with Leo on the scene in this week ahead. Making waves. Momentum is building. Oh, how stunning is that? Rebecca Campbell, love them. It's your time. Achievement. I love this. So again, it's about taking that inspired action. When you receive a creative idea, don't just, I want to say, doubt it out. Don't just doubt it out. In order for you to receive this creative idea or this inspired idea, this intuitive idea, the universe knows that you have the capacity, the skills, and the ability to make that come into, to bring it to life, right? To bring it to life. Otherwise, you wouldn't have received it. So tune into your heart and ask the question, what is wanting to be birthed through me at this time? What is it that you would have me do? How can I nurture and support myself in deeper ways so that I can maintain the momentum that is gathering? Goddess, to support you in this week ahead that you can work with and connect. And for those of you that already have my Divine Goddess Oracle deck cards, when you go to the information card and you scan that code, it'll take you to deeper ways in which you can work with the goddess. Oh, Kwan Yin. Yes. I love this. Kwan Yin is the goddess of compassion. She is a healer and protector, and she offers you unconditional love and mercy. She invites you to open yourself to the infinite, to her infinite compassion, as she inspires compassion and love in your interactions with yourself and others. So I work with the goddess Kwan Yin regularly and in nearly all of my client healing sessions, and also in my own personal life. She's here to remind you that even if you feel like your life is not going well, or even if you feel like you've let yourself down or others down, or even if you feel like you've made mistakes or you're not doing things right, she is asking you to stop all of that and instead have compassion. You know what? In that moment that I made that decision or I did that action, I was acting from a place of what I thought was best. I recognized that I was reacting from a place of hurt or from my past wounds, and I have compassion for myself. I understand that if I was to do that now, knowing what I know now, yes, I may make different choices. And this is part of having that compassion. It's recognizing that you're not the only one, right? You're not the only one that's been in a bad position or had an unsuccessful relationship or haven't lived fully in alignment with your truth and your values and your integrity. We all make mistakes. It's called learning. It's how we learn. So she's inviting you to also have some conscious awareness of your internal dialogue, and can you soften that, be more heart-centered in that, be more loving in that towards yourself, be kind and compassionate towards yourself, and then that flows into how you react, how you interact with others. You can become a ripple of compassion. Call on Kwan Yin to come into your life and to work with you and to support you and guide you in this week ahead. And that can be an invocation as simple as, thank you, Kwan Yin, for shining your light of compassion in my life, in my heart. Thank you for guiding me in ways that I can be more compassionate with myself and others, and so it is. I hope that those messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself and to others, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Namaste, blessed be.